Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is a little bit of a rainy Saturday, May the 22nd, 2021. This is your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. Yesterday, we talked about business meditation, and the goal of that was for you, business owner, to have clear thinking. Today, we're going to dive in and break that up even further about what clear thinking means. We're going to talk about understanding perception, taking feelings into perspective, and being mindful of our thoughts. As a business owner, we have to make hundreds of decisions every day. Most of the time, we have to make them quickly. We're delegating things, hiring, firing, getting on new clients, dealing with tasks. Hopefully, you're only dealing with the hard parts and you're delegating everything out. So thinking is probably a huge part of what it is that we do. Business tip number 1 is you have to understand your perception of your thoughts. I always call it this filter, this always listening filter that the world gives you information. It goes through your filter of perception of your life. I mean, it could be from your childhood to previous experiences or whatnots. Let me give you an example of a perception interrupting our thinking. Let's say that you were going to park in front of this store, and as soon as you did, someone backed into your car, right? They put a ding in the back of your car. You get it repaired, you park in that same parking spot, and then someone backs into your car again. Your perception about that parking spot or about parking near the front of the store is going to be skewed. You're not going to want to do that anymore based on a couple of experiences that happened in your life. We all have this filter, this perception of how we perceive the world. And as you make decisions, as you clear your mind and make good, educated decisions for your business, you have to remember that you're going to be biased. You're going to have those perceptions, that filter. And while it is good, some people call it the gut check, you need to take a step back and go, am I doing this based on my personal experience and not what's best for the business? So that's your perception. Segues perfectly into business tip number 2. Your feelings. Your feelings about a particular event can skew your opinion about it. I'll give you an example, real life example that's not business related. We've been dealing with COVID, and we have 2 groups that have really split, those that are masked and those that aren't, right? So let's say, and this is true, I have a personal friend who got COVID and spent 21 days in ICU and almost died. So my feelings about whether or not you should wear a mask or not would be in my thought process as far as thinking objectively about whether or not my business should support masks or not, based on my personal experience, my perception, and my feelings, right? And by the way, on this point, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just using that as an example. Business tip number 3 is you need to be mindful of all of this, of your thoughts. Your entire life, you want to think clearly and not judgmentally make decisions on what's best for your business. You do that by separating out your perceptions, separating out your feelings so that you can have very clear, mindful thoughts. That's what I'm working on today. Anything I discover, I always tell you because I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep. Have a good week.